All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're exploring a true sonic powerhouse, Banshee. This is the Warframe who literally weaponizes sound to completely control the battlefield. So, let's get into it. You're looking at the sonic virtuoso herself. Her whole deal is using these incredible sound-based powers for some serious crowd control, and even more importantly, to expose enemy weak spots for her and her entire squad to just tear apart. And Lotus really says it best, right? No one puts Banshee in a corner. Surprise is everything for her. She dictates the fight by controlling the entire soundscape, what the enemy hears, and more importantly, what they don't hear. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with who she is, the Herald of Death. Then we'll cover how you actually get her. We'll break down her core sonic toolkit, look at how to supercharge those abilities, and finally, talk about truly mastering the soundscape. So let's talk about her core identity. Banshee is, well, she's incredibly versatile. You can play her for stealth, for long-range damage, anything where her unique sound abilities give you that tactical edge. But, and this is a big but, you gotta remember, she is a classic glass cannon. She trades a ton of survivability for just absolutely immense game-changing power. A true force, but you have to play smart. All right, you're sold on what she can do. So how do you actually get her? Let's talk about acquiring the acoustics and adding this sonic virtuoso to your collection. For the standard Banshee, your first stop is a clan dojo. So if you're not in one, you'll need to join one. From there, you just head over to the Tenno lab. All of her blueprints can be researched right there. Once the research is done, you can just replicate the blueprints and get to farming. And speaking of farming, here's your full shopping list. We've got the credits, the Orokin cell for the main blueprint, and then all the usual suspects like circuits, ferrite, and plastids for the components. This is everything you need, so, feel free to pause here if you need to make a checklist. Now, what about Banshee Prime? Well, for her, you're going to be cracking open void relics. The big thing to keep in mind with any Prime Warframe is the vault. Sometimes they get vaulted, which just means their relics stop dropping for a while. So if she's not in the vault when you're watching this, you'll definitely want to make farming her a top priority. Okay, so you've built her. Now for the fun part, learning how to use her. Let's break down her core sonic toolkit, her 4 main abilities, and see how you can use them to just completely dominate the battlefield. First up, her number 1, Sonic Boom. This is exactly what it sounds like, a massive sonic shockwave you can blast out to clear a path and give yourself some much-needed breathing room. Don't underestimate this one. It's super versatile. I mean, for pure crowd control, it's amazing. It literally sends enemies flying, ragdolling all over the place. But you can also use it defensively to just push everyone back and get out of a tight spot. And maybe the best part, you can use it while you're sprinting or bullet jumping, which makes it perfect for those fast hit-and-run playstyles. All right, now for her second ability, Sonar. This is her signature move, and honestly, it's one of the single most powerful damage-amplifying abilities in the entire game, period. Sonar is a complete game changer. It sends out this acoustic pulse, right? And it highlights enemies with these glowing weak spots. Any shot that hits one of those spots gets a massive damage multiplier. We're talking a 5 times multiplier at max rank. And get this, you can cast it multiple times, and if the weak spots overlap, the multipliers stack. This is how you melt high-level enemies. It's absolutely essential for the tough stuff. Moving on to her third ability, Silence. This is where she really leans into that whole master of sound thing by, well, taking sound away completely. Silence is amazing because it does 2 key things. First, it's a bubble of, well, silence around you. When an enemy steps into it for the first time, they get stunned. It just stops them in their tracks, cancels their abilities. It's perfect for shutting down dangerous targets. But second, and this is huge for stealth players, it makes all of your weapons completely silent. Yes, even that ridiculously loud shotgun you love. It's a cornerstone for any sneaky build. And finally, her ultimate ability number 4, Soundquake. This is her big, room-clearing lockdown power. With Soundquake, Banshee just channels all her energy into the ground, creating these massive shockwaves that deal continuous damage and stagger everyone in a huge area. The catch? You're stuck in one place while you're doing it, so you're pretty vulnerable. You really have to pick your spot carefully. But if you find a good defensive position, you can lock down an entire area and just hold it indefinitely for your team. The payoff is huge. So, you get the basics of her kit, but how do we take it to the next level? Let's talk about augmenting the symphony. looking at her prime stats, and some game-changing augment mods. So is Banshee Prime worth it? Absolutely. It's a straight upgrade. You get more armor, which definitely helps with that glass cannon problem, a much bigger energy pool so you can cast your abilities more often, and even a little boost to her sprint speed. It's just better in every way that counts. Okay, before we go further, a quick refresher on augment mods. These are special mods that you equip that basically change or add a new function to one of your abilities. They can completely alter how you play a Warframe. And for Banshee, you need to know about Sonic Fracture. This augment totally transforms her first ability, Sonic Boom. Instead of just pushing enemies, it now strips their armor. This is huge. With enough power strength, you can completely remove all armor from high-level enemies, making them super squishy for you and your whole squad. It's a must-have. And then there's Resonance for her sonar. This one is just incredible. It makes sonar chain react. So you kill an enemy by hitting their sonar weak spot, right? Well, their death creates a new sonar pulse right where they died. It's a cascade effect. You can literally paint an entire room with overlapping, damage-multiplying weak spots and just obliterate everything in seconds. It's amazing. So let's bring it all together. Mastering Banshee means mastering the soundscape. She's this incredible, powerful frame who can be a damage amplifier for her team, a stealthy operative, or a massive crowd controller. She's the master of sound, and with her, you can take on pretty much anything the game throws at you. So that's Banshee. You've got the power to either multiply all damage into oblivion or to make the entire battlefield fall completely silent. The real question is, how are you going to use the Master of Sound?